Hey, what's up? It's Max, and I recently spent a couple of days shooting film in Yosemite and nearby Oakhurst, where we found bears, hiked up a big old hill, saw the insane landscape of Yosemite, and shot some photos I really like. I'm really excited to show you this one because Yosemite is pretty wild and the place is just unreal to shoot. This was the second stop on our US road trip, San Francisco being the first, and it did not disappoint. For you very cool and hot people that have tuned in before, you'll know that I'm shooting a load of film on the Nikon F100. Generally, I'm shooting Kodak Portra 400 because it was way cheaper in San Francisco than it is in the UK, and I'm all about that sweet, sweet dynamic range. As I'd had a really good time shooting in San Francisco, I had a bit of a zeal, a bit of a spring in my step, that made me feel like I was going to get some real good bangers in Yosemite as well. I was shooting with a few things in mind. Some of these photos might one day be put into a book. Sometimes I sell photos to agencies and things like that. Also, I get a bit carried away when I see big hills. It all started with my first time ever driving in America, and I was bricking it. I am bricking it. We stayed in a little town called Oakhurst, which is like an hour or so away from Yosemite. This was our first introduction to the absolute unwalkable nature of most of America.
Some woods.
I'm really excited for you.
Of course, I had one of about 15 burgers I had on this trip. No, I'm not exaggerating. And with my health bars fully renewed, I was ready to go and see what Oakhurst had to offer.
I think so on the other side, this is better.
I kind of wish I'd spent a little bit more time on this American flag shot. I think I wanted a bit more motion blur than I got from the car. I don't think I got any. And yeah, I think there was a shot there. I just didn't have the patience to get it. Even though I thought I would at the time, I don't really love many of these shots. There is one shot that I love, and it's this shot of the cracked road. This has kind of got some otherworldly vibes. It's kind of disconcerting. I really like it. Maybe a favourite already. There was a tiny bit of light left, so we headed to a nearby lake, and I took a wrong turn because I'm a dumbass.
Oh my fuck. What? I was not expecting to see any. Block the road up.
Okay, this is maybe a moment where I could have done with an 800 ISO film or higher, but I only had 400, and I think I was shooting at like 1/15th of a second. After this, literally 100 meters down the road, we saw a woman walking with her earphones in, and we told her, we were like, there's bears up there, and she just laughed at us. To be fair, reading about it before, I had heard that people just think of bears as like oversized raccoons, and I guess this proves that point.
Tonight we're celebrating seeing our first bear IRL, and we've got the cheapest, shittest margarita, strawberry margarita. So we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna go bear wild.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm on about either. So after hiding away from bears in our rental car and getting tipsy on cheap margarita, we headed out to Yosemite Valley, and I genuinely spent probably 75% of the drive thinking about ways that I would fight a bear in the wilderness if I had to.
Where the roofs are.
We wanted to see a lot while we were there, so we took the Vernal Falls trail, and that was where I finished my first roll. I think I like about 5 of the shots from this roll. There weren't many heavy hitters in my opinion, and I probably only include the bear because it's a bloody bear. My favourite is definitely the cracked road, but you let me know. If there were any others that you preferred, then let us know. I actually really quickly managed to forget about bears because I was spending quite a lot of my time trying to breathe. I kind of sometimes find it hard to shoot in environments like this because it is traditionally beautiful and it's picturesque, but that is how you get like the most boring pictures. So generally, I think I found myself just taking pictures for the sake of it. The hike was pretty incredible, and I would definitely suggest it if you ever get the chance. I think I got some okay photos, although I didn't actually finish another roll on this trip. So I'm just going to go through my top 5 from the whole trip and round it up nicely. Now I'm going to start with this one. I don't even know if I like it that much. It's not something that I'd put in a book or anything, but it's okay. The harshness of the light is probably what ruins it for me. If it was a lot softer, then it would be pretty good. Number 2, I like this one with the truck driving by. The sun is coming through the trees. I think it's got a nice feel to it. It's pretty soft and it's just like a nice atmosphere. It's a bit dreamy. For the third shot, I'm going to go with the bear because it's a bear. I never thought I would see one. It's cool. I think a few small differences and this would have been pretty good. Obviously shooting at a 15th of a second handheld has its disadvantages. And let's face it, I was bricking it. It was a bear. I don't know what they can do if like they run at your car or something. They're pretty big. So for number 4, I'm going to go with the shot of Katie overlooking the Yosemite. It's all right. I like to use the out of focus foreground sometimes, which I think is pretty good as long as you don't shoot too wide open. I think if you go too wide open, the foreground becomes a bit too out of focus and then it kind of looks a bit nothingy. Whereas if the focus is a bit softer, then I think it can look better at like f4 or 5.6. And finally, a shot that I would definitely put in a book. The car park cracks. I love this shot. It's probably my favorite from Yosemite, and it kind of underlines what I like in an image. It's weird, it's disconcerting. There's not just one aspect to the image. We have the house in the background too. That adds another dimension to it. There's this feeling as well that like, you know, if you see like a satellite image of planet Earth where like the sun is just rising, it looks similar to that in a way, in my mind anyway, so I like it. So that was Yosemite. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool. We saw freaking bears. It was amazing. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I enjoyed putting it together. I enjoyed going to Yosemite. If you ever get the chance, I think you should go there too. But In the meantime, there's going to be a lot more from my US travels, and I'm so excited to put those videos out. I've literally just got the second load of film that I shot there, developed, and I'm just so excited to edit them all. Anyway, thanks for watching. Watch the next one, you mad bastards.